Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Dead Cells. We are the queen, we have a golden outfit, and that's relatively appropriate for what we're gonna be doing today because I'm playing the alpha version of the upcoming version 2.8 update for the game. What do we want as far as items go? You know what, I do love Fire Blast. I also love an infantry crossbow early, but you know what, I do love a Fire Blast. It's a very fun piece of equipment to have here. So yes, and you know, we actually do have a lot of red scaling equipment right now, which is kind of sick. So yes, there is a bank-related update coming, version 2.8. It's gonna be out at some point in the future, but I figure why not for the time being, why don't we just look into it ourselves, experiment, learn a little bit about this update before it actually hits live. I don't know how far into development it is, I don't know when it's gonna come out, but you know, let's wear a gold outfit and run a gold run here. Joe Frog says, I've heard that some mutations in this update make curses obsolete. I have also heard that. I've heard that this update adds a few mutations that are likely gonna get reworked or something because they do actually, to some extent, make the game a lot easier. But let's figure it out ourselves. Let's learn a little bit about the world that we live in here in the upcoming version 2.8. I do know how to get to the new biome. The new biome will spawn randomly during your run. At some point, you will find the spawn for your new biome. It'll happen, it could happen anywhere. It could happen after this biome. It could happen after one of the bosses. It's not the same every time. You know what, just like die. Hold on, I gotta pick this up here. Actually, I'll just sell it. The spawn location for the biome is not consistent, is not the same every time, but it is guaranteed apparently to spawn at some point during your run. So we will look for that. I believe it also happens in a transition area, like in between biomes. So we can't really miss it, the introduction to the bank, which is good because I wanna experiment. I wanna get a little bit of new content. Oh, good. It's the one elite I didn't really want to fight at all. But he is still, like, totally deceased. Yeah, we will take a little bit more HP, random weapons, not necessarily what I'm looking for. I guess I'm just kind of spinning to winning here just so I can, like, get through the floor a little bit more easily. I do enjoy a good flame face attack here, but I guess the damage is a little bit low if we can't reliably apply oil to the enemies. Bubonic Lettuce Welcome says, wait, new biome? Right, so there is going to be a version 2.8 update that comes out at some point. It's in experimental early access right now. Anyone who owns Dead Cells on Steam can access it if they want. It is not, I'm not special in that regard, unfortunately. But it's looking to be hopefully interesting. We'll see. I've heard good stuff about it. I've heard that the update adds some pretty overpowered mutations that can keep you alive or give you a lot of gold on your runs because it is a money-themed update, which I think is kind of interesting. And we'll see when we get there. That's just a big old baguette. There's actually a lot of food on this level, which is nice. Hold on, if we go this way, we can get up without stopping or spinning. Then again, we're also at the end of the level, so let's just climb. It's gonna be easier to just climb. All right, let's get the heck out of here. I haven't seen anything that I want to pick up. You know, there's not been any floor runes or anything. Why don't we just grab this radish because we took a hit and then we'll go on and live our lives in peace. Where are we gonna go on this run? We could go Promenade. I'd rather not, I'd rather go DLC. So why don't we go DLC path? The Promenade is just, Promenade Ramparts, they're just like my least favorite biomes in the game. I'd rather go, well, okay, I'm not gonna say I'd rather go to the distillery. Secret biome is not on the map, I just realized. Yeah, I'd rather not go to the distillery if at all possible, but the promenade, the ramparts, they're a little bit dull. They're a little bit, not quite as exciting as I would like. They're also really hard. And they also give you very, very few scrolls, which tends to make it a little bit difficult here. Any other mutations? I don't see any gold-based mutations. We're gonna take disengagement and move on. Distillery, says Cuckoo. It's not my favorite place. It's buggy, it's trap heavy. I should really, whenever I try that level, pick masochistic so that I don't actually, oh god, get like completely destroyed the whole time I'm there. But I have a bad habit of not actually doing that. I think that we kind of need a new weapon here. Pyrotechnics, it's got more range, but the DPS is almost the same, even though it's like 3 levels lower. So I don't think I really want to pick up a pyrotechnic right now. Maybe we should re-roll and see if we can find something else. Please just climb onto the damn thing. I don't know, okay? I'm surprised I didn't hit my head on that one. I don't know, okay? You know, why don't we just do this? I'm sick and tired of these enemies and their BS. Hey, come here. Oh god, that hurt. Luckily, your spikes don't count. Yeah, I'm just gonna spin to win for a little while here. We can't gain any health off of this, but as soon as we find the food on the floor, we'll be fine. I hit the spikes. I'm gonna have to heal. No, I refuse. Yo, the damage from this is not that good. I really thought the damage from this would be like actually incredible. Instead, it's not. Why is this so bad? I guess it's just, a low enough level and we don't have any stats, so. I guess that would explain it. I'm still gonna spin to win as much as I can here, for obvious reasons. Okay, don't get hit by this. Cells don't matter. Yes, on this run we would like to get some new items and unlock them. We're gonna get enough cells. How many cells do we get on a normal run at this stage of the game? We get like 1,000 per run. If it takes us a little while to get some cells, we'll be okay. Hey. Nice job, you fell, you dummy. We gotta go back and pick up all of our health that not our health, our scrolls that we left behind. I would like to pick up some health too, I just don't know where we're gonna get some. I mean, you're just gonna burn, so you can just burn. The scroll of power, we need this. We need to find some health. I might just spend, one, good thing you didn't mantle. I might spend 1 healing flask just to give me a little bit of extra health. Let's stop taking so much damage. Let's also stop hoarding these HP flasks, okay? So like my freaking, #1 complaint, at least for my own play in this game, is that I freaking hoard the flasks. Let's stop hoarding our flasks. It's also welcome as well. Bubonic Lettuce is Aigo, Promenade Ramparts, Fractured Shrines, Concierge. Promenade Ramparts, you probably mean Concierge, then the Fractured Shrines. You shouldn't go Promenade Ramparts. Promenade Ramparts gives you the lowest amount of scrolls that you can possibly get in this freaking game, so it's not a good path. You get like a whole extra scroll by going down to the sewers. Or even just go to the DLC path here in the Arboretum. Celso says bank is nice. We're going to the bank today, and I haven't been there yet, and I have no idea what's actually in the bank biome. But I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in learning. Step closer. So when we get there, we'll get there. There's a lot that we have to do before we get there. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe it'll be the literal next biome. How it works is it replaces one biome randomly in your game, not bosses, And you can optionally go there, or you can optionally not go there. I would like to go there. I would like to experience this new biome, and I would like to, you know, get a decent amount of scrolls from it. It does not cost you scrolls going to the biome. If the biome, let me rephrase. It does not cost you scrolls going to the bank. It gives you equal to the maximum scrolls you could get to. I am curious about scroll fragments though, because scroll fragments are actually a big part of my own path selection. I like going paths that give me the most scrolls and fragments, and I like those biomes anyway, so it works for me. But in theory, you don't lose out on anything going to the bank. I guess we can count the number of fragments we get and we can compare, but it would be nice if you also did not lose access to fragments. We'll see. I also don't know if the new items that you unlock are actually things that you can unlock permanently. Like, I don't know if you have to go to the bank in order to pick up bank items. There are new items and there are new mutations being added here. You know what, we should have checked out the mirror in that case. Maybe the mirror had something in it. But yeah, I do not know if you have to go to the bank in order to get bank items. Maybe that's the rub. Like, if you ignore the bank, you can't pick up any bank stuff, and you're like, oh man, I really wish I went to the bank and got the bank shield or something. Who knows? I don't know. Learning as I go here, okay? Ubanak Lettuce says, Promenade Ramparts is the only path I can really go in my progression currently. Go to the sewers. Well, I guess you need to go to the... How do you get to the sewer? You can go to the first sewers. To get to the second sewers, you need the ground pound, right? And that requires you to go to the ossuary? I guess try to go to the ossuary then. Machete and pistol. You know what? The damage is... Actually, the war spear damage is not that bad, but I'm liking the fire blast for now. Sewers suck. Sewers is great. My favorite path... I did see the question. I'm not ignoring it, I'm just waiting for a good moment to answer it. My favorite path is sewers, prison in between. I like the Watcher. I'm learning how to handle the Watcher. Let's go pick up a new weapon if we can. I like going to Slumbering Sanctuary in the Cavern, and I like fighting the Giant. I really like that path. Yet you get a lot of scroll fragments, but I've been getting a lot better at that path. And it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Throwing knives are actually pretty good, and the firebrands are decent as well. I'm actually thinking that maybe we'll go a bit of a DOT ranged brutality build, at least early here. I don't really like the other weapons that we have, but this does allow us to, you know, stack up a lot of bleed with our bleeding knives here. Generally kill things pretty easily. Actually, just gonna do this real quick because everything wants to kill me right now. Can't get up there. Can still hit him. Well, that was scary. I'm liking it, yeah. This is okay. We're actually doing quite a bit of damage. Okay, there's gonna be a free, yeah, I knew it. You start to learn where the plants are as you play this level like 100,000 times. Bubonic. Actually, it's conjunctivious. Snort. Pushes your eyeglasses up on your head. Actually, no, it's actually the Watcher. You have to beat the Hand of the King once after the update, says Steph Koch, to get to the bank. I don't think I do. I'm gonna tell you why, Steph Koch, and this is for anyone who may be, you know, struggling to access the bank. I do like the grappling hook. When you load up the alpha, it gives you a unlocked save file immediately that has nothing completed on it. You have all the unlocks, but you don't have any of the completion marks. So you actually do have to defeat, I think, the Hand of the King at that point. I imported my save file, which meant that the game knew that I had already beaten the bosses and everything like that. So I think because I imported my save file, the game's like, hey, you're fine. You've already, you've completed your objectives. So if you think that you need to, such a good bow. If you think that you need to beat the game once to unlock the bank, I think you just need to import your save file instead of just letting the game do it for you. So we're gonna try that. Because I did get a pop-up when I loaded the game. It's like, you have access to the bank. So I'm pretty sure we have access to the bank. So let's get the heck out of here. You know what? Actually, no. Let's go defeat 5 enemies because there's food somewhere, and it's going to be on these enemies. It's not here. It's going to be in the next one. Actually, yeah, I was going to say there's probably still food in the walls too. I'm going to sell the swarm. I mean, we don't really need the food anymore, but in theory, it would just be over here by those 2 enemies, but that's fine. At least I don't think there was food. There was a piece of cheese on the ground, but that was from the level. The level had just generated cheese. And you know me, I love a sweet, randomly generated cheese. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, what do we got here? Plus ammo, well, it's fine, doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go no mercy because we do have a lot of bleed and fire. It seems appropriate. No alternative exit, so we're just gonna go to the prison depths. And eventually when we're in these intermediate areas, there will be another door or something, I don't know. Cheese is life. Cheese is freaking delicious. Now Firebrand's 7, it's the same as the one that we have, but it's colorless, which doesn't really matter at all. But the one that we have does more damage on a bleeding target. I guess it's better. Kind of a strange get to get from a chest. It's exactly the same as what you already have, pretty much. But I'll take it, I guess. So this is actually kind of a cool combo here. We can air stall a lot. Okay, did not really want you to be there. So yeah, we can air stall quite a bit, which seems nice. Enemies are spawning in on occasion, so we gotta be a little bit careful about that. But you know, the passive, what the heck? I didn't realize he was attacking. The passive build is, you know, starting to work here, even though we took a hit. Feels like the aiming on the throwing knives is not as good as it used to be for some reason. What the heck? It is taking quite a while to kill things, so I will admit to that. I don't have a shield. What the heck? Where did he spawn in from? Dude, I wish these knives actually had, like, spread the bleed effect to nearby enemies on death. That would certainly help out a lot here. We're chunking through the enemies. Oh, I didn't mean to come down here. We're chunking through the enemies pretty quickly. Could be better, though. Random skills. Well, I'm not really looking for much right now, so let's mostly ignore that, I think. At least we're getting a lot of value out of no mercy, it feels like. Turn around. What the heck is this guy? He's a freaking gold enemy. He's a new one. I've never seen him before. He came up out of the ground. All right, well that's scary. I wonder what the heck he does. I didn't even let him attack. Oh, you know what? He got spawned by Malays. He's a new BC5 spawnable. Now that's interesting. I didn't anticipate that. But yeah, if they're adding new enemies, maybe you know, one of them or two of them are going to be new possible choices due to Malay spawning. That's kind of sick. There's a lot of. Turns out there's a lot of enemies to kill here. I feel like I'm gonna break my my new controller here just because I'm spamming X and Y so much. I mean, I'm liking the fire bleed combo. Problem is, it just takes a minute before something can actually die. Look, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute, my friend. We could have a sword if we take the Serenade. I gotta admit, Collector Syringe, a bit cheesy. Why don't we drop it for the Serenade and then we actually have something that can, like, do damage. If we want a sword, we have it, but it's optional. We can be ranged and then melee, and then ranged and then melee. Oh, dude, it also spreads oil, which you gotta admit is pretty sick. I mean, in general, like, immediately, it helps with the damage output. Okay, that's a little scary. You can dodge roll out of those, I think, right? Oh my god. That was just me getting hit because the jump had a bit of a delay on it. This is gonna blow up. Why can I not? I'm not getting my LT to activate as much as I want. You gotta be very careful about how you use Serenade, because if you use it improperly, it just goes, and then you can't do anything. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, I wish that the LT was able to be used as an interrupt. But it can't. So like if you're in the middle of your attack animation, it won't queue up swapping from the Serenade. Just makes it a little awkward to use at times. Oh god. Yo, there's a lot of things here. Why does it look like those guys have a different, like, look about them? Is it just me? This is not doing nearly enough damage. Oh my god. I mean, we're getting the job done. It just takes a long time to kill anything, it feels. Oh my god, there's another enemy. I wasn't paying attention. Dude, Force Shield I actually really enjoy. I'm gonna grab it. I did some practicing the other day on my own about fighting bosses like Hand of the King and the Collector. And oh my god, I actually freaking love the shield now. I used it appropriately, I feel, and it's incredible. The ability to have a force field that protects you from all damage is actually kind of sick. I know I keep saying sick a lot, but it's just so sick, man, yeah. It's like really freaking good. I'm learning now too that, like, for some of the attacks that I really don't like the one where the Collector starts poking you, you can just have the shield protect you from the first hit, and then you can start timing your parries correctly, because the first hit always has a weird timing to the parry. There's so much that you can take advantage of if you just think about it. 327 says, I found the bank after the sepulcher on my run. It's gonna be random for me, but I would like to see it sooner rather than later, I feel. Okay. Got him. Extra jump in midair, damage from projectiles reduced 75% is actually kind of sweet. I wasn't gonna say the other word. I am wondering if there's gonna be a challenge rune on the floor at all, but I'm not seeing it. That's just a random scorpion, all right. I'm loving the Serenade though. A way of applying oil to enemies at least makes the firebrands do more damage, even if the damage isn't, you know, like a complete 10 out of 10, but it's helping a little bit. And with no mercy, we just want the enemies to burn for as long as possible, so it's kind of nice. Although we have to just keep an eye on Serenade, because if it does disappear, we lose it for 30 seconds. Okay, so we're done with the floor. We're gonna leave and we're gonna go to the morass. We went DLC, we're gonna keep going DLC, and to be honest with you, I actually kind of feel like there it is right there. That's literally the reason why I walked down the hallway. Because I know that these can spawn there. It's fantastic. Yeah, we'll go to the morass. We might have to heal due to the enemies spawning in. Like, the big tick is gonna be really hard to fight with this build. I could equip the shield, but we'll try as is. Man, that's such good luck. As for what we're gonna do on the run, like where we're gonna end it, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out when we get there. Although I would love to maybe get some equipment that gives me a chance of. Let's rush this now that we have disengagement. I'd love to take a path that gives me a chance of. I'm just gonna heal up. Getting an achievement that I need, but I'm probably not gonna keep the save file. I'm probably gonna revert back after we play around. This is new. With the new bank stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, I mean, you know, I got hit, whatever. I was probably gonna use a heal anyways to reduce the malaise, so this is fine. We'll buy heals as we go. Okay. Not gonna bother spending any money here. What do we want? We don't really have a lot of points and things. I don't really care about ammo. Recovery is always nice. I mean, gastronomy, it's either damage or more health, which is sick. And I don't have a melee weapon, so we'll take it. New biome? Not new biome. Still in the morass, okay. Sorry, there's a question from Joe Frog earlier. What's the most OP build I've ever had, not including Collector's Syringe? I've had a couple of really good builds. Didn't dodge roll. Some of my most fun builds have been with legendary weapons, but probably my most overpowered build was, I don't know. Trying to think, it's probably something like YOLO. It's probably something like grappling hook combined with like legendary nerves of steel or something. You're turning. I lost a serenade. It's a war javelin, which is actually not that bad. Could you get the text off the screen? I appreciate knowing what it is, but give me a minute, damn it. Impales all enemies in its path. If they're close to the wall, they take damage. The javelin must be retrieved. Seems like an interesting ranged weapon that we could use. For now, I would actually like to keep the current weapon loadout because they're actually working quite well, and you know, we're getting damage done. Yeah, it takes a little while to kill things sometimes, but that's fine. Dun 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 dun. What's the update like in overall of the currency system, or is it money focused? Oh, I don't think there's been any like rebalancing as far as money goes in this update. It's mostly just about testing out the new content, I think. Well, the, you know, beta for the update, the alpha for the update, whatever. You died over there? Weird. You gotta love the damage from the serenade when it actually does crit. Like, you go here, you smack an enemy, you unleash it. There it goes, it just one-shots him. It just does so much damage on the like automatic crit. On the manual crit, maybe not so much. Why did you come after me? Ah, yes, and then there's that bug. Which I actually forgot about, where if you have the serenade out on its own when you go through the door, I guess sometimes it just disappears. It's a bit of an unfortunate one. Let's leave a few enemies behind. Dun-dun. Canadian YL, welcome. Has anyone else run into a memory allocation crash bug on PC? No, but when I tried to look at my save files, it crashed until I hit play, which was interesting. Okay, so we gotta think. If we want to use War Javelin, now's a good time to pick it up. Shots explode into a toxic cloud, more damage on a poison target. It'll come back on its own. I just wonder if it doesn't do enough damage, you know? And then we can keep the Spartan sandals and maybe try to kick the queen. But I don't really care about doing that, I think, because I'm not gonna keep the save file in all likelihood, so why don't we just stick with what we have? Honestly, the kind of weird AoE DOT that we have is working pretty well. Gonna like wait until they move, do one of those, do one of those. We gotta kill a lot of enemies still. You've gotta go. It's gonna wait for Serenade here, honestly. Oh good, an elite. There's no timer on Serenade, it's just out infinitely? Maybe that's why I keep missing out on the Serenade, because there's no timer on it anymore? Yeah, it's just kind of like floating there now. Interesting. There's an elite enemy right up there, which I don't, in Serenade left. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm just getting a little bit confused as why Serenade keeps disappearing, because there's no time on it. There were a few enemies around here. I kind of want to go find them. War Javelin is knockback. War Javelin has a lot of knockback on it, yeah. But I don't really feel like the knockback does much right now. Like, I feel like having more types of statuses to inflict with the bleed and the fire is probably a little bit better than just knocking back enemies. Because I can't throw the War Javelin consistently. You can only throw it really once. Once you throw it once, you gotta pick it back up, so it's kind of limited there. I see you. I mean, we gotcha. It took a minute. I will take more brutality stats, please. Now we're up to 13, which is pretty good. I'm worried. I know. Worried slightly. Okay. Whoa! What the heck? He appeared out of nowhere. War Javelin's good against Mama Tick. Really, Serenade is gonna be good against Mama Tick. We're just gonna smack the crap out of Mama Tick and then hit her with some throwing daggers or something. But I don't know, I don't know if the Serenade, or I don't know if the War Spear will actually do a lot of damage to her. If they're close to a wall, they take damage. It doesn't say it has to hit them into the wall. Okay, maybe it would work well. I thought that the War Javelin had to knock them into the wall, because I know that you can't move the Mama Tick, but if Mama Tick is just adjacent to the wall, that's probably good enough, yeah. Yeah. Funny cute dagger, go burr. He's doing a good job. Good enough anyways. You're, man, the Serenade crit is so good. We're doing pretty decently, I have to admit. I'm enjoying this now. I have to manually pay attention to the Serenade because it has no timer on it for some reason, but other than that, I'm liking it. And now that I understand that the Serenade has no timer on it, I'm feeling better. Vitality. I mean, if we want to go burr, that's how you go burr. Burr. Throw it once at her. I mean, there's no reason to have firebrands against Mama Tick. So worst case scenario, that's an easy, thing that we can put away for a while. We'll replace firebrands with the war spear, and then we'll use it on occasion. I just gotta remember not to throw it unless I have it, because I really don't want to teleport into Mama Tick. Throwing knives are doing the freezing, by the way. Just rolled into your attack. Probably would not recommend. There are enemies over here? I mean, there's a little secret. I don't know how to get to it. Oh, it's probably from underneath, but I don't know what's gonna be over there. Probably just money. I do see a challenge rune, so we're gonna get another challenge rune on the floor, which is actually, like, awesome. And we're gonna have enough money, barely, but we're gonna have enough money to buy a healing flask too, which is nice, because we did spend one. We spent two, so getting a replacement is, you know what I'm gonna say, kind of sick. Dun, da, da, dun. Extra jump in midair we already have, fantastic. I haven't, it's weird, I haven't played Dead Cells, I haven't recorded anything in a few days. Takes a little while to get back into the swing of things, You don't talk much for, 3 days, and then all of a sudden you, gotta commentate on the game you're playing, and you're like, what the heck? That one's easy, no secret. I'm gonna take this route, and there we go. And there's plenty of food. There's another cursed chest. Oh no! Oh no! How many enemies are left? 4, 5, 6. What the heck? There's none in here. There were 2 cursed chests. I didn't see it. No. Well, do you wanna try to flawless Mama Tick? We could try to flawless Mama Tick. It might be a little rough. Turn on the mic and start shouting Pog. Just flawless, yeah, easy. Actually, wait, there's 2 enemies over there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 enemies. We can get so close. If this is an elite that splits, it's actually 9 enemies. And there might be worms. So yeah, I think we can do it. I did skip a few worms. I am gonna have to run past the elite though, because I want him to be an extra enemy to kill. But I'm gonna go for it. I don't know if I can actually kill the 2 enemies in the exit room, but we'll try. So this guy is just gonna teleport back and forth. He's dead, and it's easy. Machete pistol. I gotta admit, this actually feels nice to have now, because I do want a weapon for the fight against the boss that we're about to fight. Oh dude, Serenade has a timer again. That's great. 10 seconds. Put you in my hand. Put you in my hand, ghost man. We're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking, because I really want to find enough for this. So there's another enemy up here on the left. I'm gonna wait for Serenade to come back though. In fact, I'm just gonna stand right here. Now we can do our exploration right now. Look for Look for the eggs. There's probably a few that we didn't hatch. I try to, whenever possible, leave a few as I run through the level, so there might be like a path I didn't fully explore up here, but we did this side already. Maybe here. Actually, there weren't any in this room, were there? Alpha Wolf, welcome, how you doing? And Power Word Drunk as well. There's nothing here. Okay, we'll go down this left path. Hopefully there's a few eggs. Don't tell me I got all the eggs. Did I really just like not care going through this and take all the eggs out? That's really dumb if I did, and I really should not have done that. Really, even that one on the right, I got that one? Oh my God, just kill me. I only need like 3. I got all these ones too? Oh no. What? Dude, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, you know what? Gastronomy healed us the full. That's fantastic. So I think there's 2 enemies up in here, up in here, up in here. What's up? No eggs, by the way. Really, no eggs. Wow. Please. Just like 3 eggs, that's all I want. Well, you know, let this be a learning lesson. Make sure you leave eggs. Make sure you very explicitly leave eggs, because there's no eggs. We're gonna have to do this whole thing on our own. By the way, we only have to kill 2 things, and there's no 2 enemies. All right, well, let's go get the machete pistol and then do this. The machete pistol should be pretty good. We'll take that instead of the throwing knives, which we will... Oh, that's gonna be so scary. Which we'll get rid of and take this and... Yeah, let's completely change all of our equipment and gear before we, you know, leave. Sack a mushroom boy? I'd rather fight the boss. I'd rather fight the boss than not fight the boss. Whatever, you know, just don't get hit. We've done this before. We've done this before. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I will buy a flask. Yeah, just don't get hit. I mean, to be fair, we do a lot of damage with the Serenade, the machete pistol, the war spear, hopefully too. I might not want to use the war spear actually, because if I use it and it stuns Mama Tick, that might be very annoying for me. It might cause me to take some damage. Dude, I can't believe that I actually got rid of all of the freaking eggs. Unless there's 2 up here, maybe? Wow, God, I'm so bad. Unless there's some down here? I am actually so bad at this game, apparently. First of all, did not expect there to be 2 curse chests, but you know, whatever, we got 2. Just don't die, forehead. Man. Biome looks smaller. It's, I don't know, I feel like it's always been this size, roughly. You know what I like about this? We only have 8 kill streak. We got hit somewhere along the line. Let me bypass the boss. Let me go straight to the alt path. Wah, wah, wah. Well, just don't get hit, forehead. Also, there was no mushroom boy, so we couldn't have even sacked it. Power Word Drunk says, I made it to 5 BC last night, only took 125 hours. Well, congrats. Now win on 5 BC. All right. Right, new weapons. Don't kill me. The longer of a delay until it actually does its thing. Yep, I was gonna say, the longer of a delay, the more likely we're gonna get hit twice in one instant. You know, maybe I should have taken a shield. I hate it so much. That's the one problem with that fight that I'm still trying to figure out is how do you stop the tentacles from hitting you at the same moment one after another? Because there's a delay in your dodge roll. And the shields don't always parry it for some reason. So really, it's like have ice armor or have cocoon if you really have to not get hit there. Oh my god. Anyways, screw that run.